All right, so Google has officially launched an update to Gemini's image generation. Now, internally it's known as Nano-Banana. And today we're gonna do a specific use case. We're not gonna dig through everything that it can do. Instead, I'm gonna take some raw footage that I recorded of me at the desk, and I'm gonna take some screenshots. So we're gonna do this without the headphones, and we're gonna create thumbnails. And we're gonna see how it does. I want to add hand gestures in there as well, and I just want to see what it can do. Okay, so this one looks good. He's smiling at the camera, and this one. Okay, so first things first, let's open up Gemini. Let's go and grab our generated screenshot. Drop files in there. Let's make sure we're selecting create images. To serve as a YouTube thumbnail, I'd like to add text saying you know what's funny for this video, I didn't come up with the thumbnail or title before. So Google's Gemini's latest update. Also add a hand gesture of me pointing to the text. And let's see how it does. This is my first time prompting it for something like this. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Close. Let's place that text on the left side of my body. Reduce line spacing. And make sure the first letter and last letter of each word align. Adjust line text size as needed. Let's see if it does this properly. Reposition my hand to point to that new area. And for the right side of my body, let's put the text code name Nano-Banana. And let's see how it does. I gotta say, just like first go, it's pretty good, but I would want to obviously fine tune the text just a little bit. And I'm sure there's a better way that I can explain it, but, and this, I mean, this isn't entirely accurate. I do have tattoos on my arm, so this would kind of be off-putting, but it's like impressively, like, it's impressive. It's not perfect, but the fact that it was able to generate that with just what feels like my arm before I got tattoos, that's pretty amazing. Okay. Nope. Okay. Remove Nano-Banana. Unless it's thinking of like, interesting how it's now saying that, even though, okay, interesting. Let's try this again. We're gonna try an entirely new chat. Create images. turn this into a YouTube thumbnail. Let's place text on the top left of the image. Gemini's latest update. Make sure text is all caps. 1 line per word. Align first letter and last letter of each line. Adjust text size as needed. Let's also add a hand gesture pointing to this text. Ooh, it did much better here. Much, much better. The problem, though, we'll go with the text just for the sake of simplicity. Text is perfect. Create hand gesture using the other arm instead. I also have a long sleeve black shirt on. It's missing the beat here. It's missing the beat. Also add a hand gesture to me pointing to that text. Much better. Much, 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 much better. Great. I mean, I'll take it. You can't see that this is long sleeve because it's cut off here, so it does look like a short sleeve. But as you can see here, I do have long sleeves on. I'm going to get picky with it. Move my hand down. Let me actually move the hand down a bit so that the text is 1 word per line. Gemini's latest update. Also make sure that text is all caps. Same color, please. And let's see how it does. I think maybe me saying my or me is what's throwing it off. So let's see. Okay. Could have just said adjust the hand position, but it didn't format the text as required. So, but what's really cool about this is I can take this. I mean, this, it's not going to be perfect, right? These the generative AI tools are not perfect, but this is really, really awesome. I'm loving it. And let's do one other quick test. Let's change the shirt he is wearing to a white. We want to do white to a blue, dark blue, navy color. And let's see if it can do it without changing my face and anything else. It did. It changed it slightly. And wow, it looks like it did turn it into a short sleeve here. You can see the cutoff sleeve. I mean, this is impressive. It's not changing my face or anything. It gave me a fake hand that honestly looks like my hand. The arm, obviously, it doesn't know I have tattoos there, so you can't really see that. But I'm impressed. It's missing the beat on the text, but what we can do is fine tune that. Now, I'm going to go with the first one. Let's download full size. And we're just going to place that on my desktop. And I'm going to go into Photoshop and just kind of show you what I would do to fix this. Now, one thing I'm going to also do is we're going to do two things here. We're going to grab that. We're going to grab that. Okay. So here's my Photoshop screen. I want to, FFD100 is a good yellow. All right, we're gonna grab this. This has a cool little kind of like AI feature that automatically does what I want it to do. We're going to add a stroke. I normally do this on another screen, which is why it's kind of doing, all right. Looks good. And let's place it right there and right there. Now, I'm going to export this. I want to see if it will point to that text perfectly, okay? But we're just going to save that as test. And then we're going to grab this text, copy it. We're going to paste it over here. But before we do, let's grab this, do a lasso tool, and just go all the way around it. And we're just going to remove that with Photoshop's AI. Yeah, the problem here, though, is you see how the hand, you know, we could always just do this across the top. Oh, let's take that out. There we go. Okay. Let's see. You know, not perfect. So let's try to create a new chat, and we're just going to drag this test in there, create images, add hand gesture pointing to the text on the top left. You know, it's so close. It is so close. Ah, the hand should be pointing up. I mean, my thumb is pointing there, but then the finger goes this way. You know what I mean? So it's so close. Maybe I'm not prompting this correctly. So close. So close. Nope. Okay. How can I try to explain this better? Fix the hand gesture pointing at 12 o'clock. Like, I'm trying everything here just to fix this. We just need it pointing up, straight up. I wonder if it's going to add a clock now. So close. Please reposition the hand to the left. I mean, it is so close. It did slightly change my face. I'm not smiling anymore, but it's still my face. Interesting. So it seems like my smile's going away. Okay. We're going to try this one more time. Fresh prompt. Create images and test. Add hand gesture of person pointing 10 o'clock on screen. I meant to, whoops. Let's see what happens here. I think it's gonna miss the beat here. Nope, that is not 10 o'clock. But what I can do here, I actually do like this, and it gives me my idea to add a little something else. So we're gonna go back into Photoshop. And we're gonna grab this, and we will do code name Nano-Banana. And what we can do here is kind of like give it right below. You know what? We're just going to cover up that finger. And we're going to put this all the way to the top right. We're going to give it a stroke. Maybe give that white text. Okay, now here's what I want to do as well. I want to try something new. We're going to try a few variations with this idea. And we're going to new chat, create images, change background to a forest of banana trees. And let's see what happens. Probably should have said keep the text. Oh, and it kept the text. Look at this. Okay, it nailed it. It nailed it. So we're going to use that as our second. I like it. This is great. This is funny. Thumbnails. Final two. And then what should we do for our last? I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Okay. Change the background to a farmer's market stand with nothing but bananas. This is amazing. Okay, the whole text and the hand gesture thing, it was a bit finicky, but look at how perfect it does everything. I'm using this. This is great. Wow. And I'm not going to put code name Nano-Banana on this one because the code name is in the backgrounds on these other two. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed today's experimentation and demonstration. Now, I will be going further in depth on this update, but I wanted to niche down and do a specific task with this new update. And I gotta say, I'm happy with the results. So I'm not an AI expert. I'm building in public and sharing what actually works. If you'd like to see me make a particular video around a specific topic, drop a comment below. Let me know who you are, what you do, who your target audience is, and what your question is, and I will add a video to my queue, custom tailored just for you. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. My name is Marcelo. This is Clearmud, and clarity matters.